Welcome to Westside Collector Car Storage South Bay. Matt Farah here. I own the place, as it turns out. We're at the launch party for my collab with Nodus, the Canyon. Got two variants. We got the mint green, we got the sunset orange. I'm wearing the sunset orange. And this event is really, really fun because we've been able to not only deliver watches to people who wanted them to collect them in person, but also we had a little contest to give away one of the prototype watches to someone who entered by donating either blood or plasma or entering the stem cell registry at Be The Match. And so we were able to do a little bit of good while we're here. We got food, we got drinks. There's been some bourbon, if I'm honest, but people have collected their watches, gotten them fitted up with the bracelets, and it's been a great night. So I'm happy to be here tonight and share my space with everybody, share our hard work on this watch with people, and you.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's been a long time. It's great to reconnect. I tell you, I still have people commenting on the Seiko mod episode with you and Cameron, and just it was a milestone for me.
I mean, I still love modded Seikos. I've got about 6 or 7 modified Seiko watches, and if you want to customize a watch, starting with a Seiko base is a great choice. There's so many options for modifying Seikos. The Nodus guys started by modifying Seikos, and so it's a culture that should be celebrated. And I love those watches. I wear those watches all the time. And so if you feel like you want to customize a watch, starting with a Seiko is a great choice.
Awesome. So the Canyon, I know we've heard a little bit about it this evening. There was something that you said that I think that really resonated with me, which was that if you're coming down or coming up, and if you could just kind of restate that, I thought it was just really poignant.
Well, one of the hardest price points for most people is like the $1,000 to $1,500 price point, because the truth is most watches that fall into that price point are really like $500 watches that have some aspect of branding applied to them. It's very rarely that a $1,000 to $1,500 watch is a great value. And so for us, I felt that it was important because this is the most expensive watch that Nodus has ever sold, the only watch over $1,000. They were nervous and they said, I'm not sure about a watch over $1,000. And I said, it's going to be okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to sell a $3,000 watch for $1,200. It's not, we're not going to apply branding to a $500 watch and call it $1,200. We're going to build a watch that would sell for $3,000. And we're going to sell it for $1,200. So between the Swiss movement with 68 hours of power reserve, the 200 meters case, the sapphire crystal, the Jubilee bracelet, the deployant clasp, the toolless integration, all the great stuff we put into this watch. If you put a brand name on this watch that was a bigger company, a Swiss company, this would be a $3,000 watch, but we're selling it for $1,200. And so that's why I think it's an unbelievable value. If you're coming up from a Seiko, this will feel like an upgrade. If you're coming down from a Rolex, this will feel like a value. And so that's where I really am happy that we ended up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Matt. It's always a pleasure. Always happy to see everything that you're doing and keeping up with. So congratulations on the continued success. And thanks again.
Thank you. Shout out to Average Bros.
But we raised $12,000. A bunch of blood was donated. Matt, and really, that's the whole point of this whole watch thing, right? No one really needs a watch, but if all these people are willing to come together over this hobby, let's make it something that's worthwhile, that can change someone's life. And hopefully we did that with the money we raised and the blood that was donated. And obviously the big cherry on top is I get to stand in front of Matt Farah's beautiful NSX. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, can we get a quick wristwatch check to see what you're wearing today to this?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome event? If we can,
and
this is one that you can't break cover on. Okay.
And funnily enough, this was the watch that Matt Farah pulled out of the case when we first met him. And he was like, that's the watch I want to make, but make it bigger, do this color, make it thinner, use this movement. So that's the thing about Matt. He knew exactly what he wanted. So for us, our job was easy. Within 2 weeks, it was easy breezy. Here's a design, make this. And we're like, all right, done. Probably going to be the easiest collab that we've ever done up until now, and probably the easiest that we're ever going to do in the rest of our careers. So.
Absolutely awesome. Well, thanks so much for having us out.
My pleasure.
Sharing the moment with us.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for coming. Have some tacos. Have some drinks.
Okay, we're here with Jonny Lieberman.
Hello.
And of course, a lot of fame in a lot of different mediums, whether it be
Fame.
print or the YouTubes.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see what watch you have on your wrist.
I am wearing the Nodus
yes.
Canyon, designed by my friend Matt Farah, the smoking tire. This watch is super cool because this is number 100 out of 100.
Oh, somebody had the hookup, homie hookup.
Well, so this dial, the mid dial, you got a text message and said, if you want it, buy it. And I think they sold out all 100 in like 58 minutes, which is pretty good for an unknown brand. But you could pick your serial number. And so I was just like, 100 out of 100, that's pretty good.
Nice.
And I got it. And it's funny, true story. I didn't think much of it in the pictures. And I said, Matt's my buddy. If we don't support each other, you know, who will support us? Buy it, take a picture of it, put it in the safe. In 5 years, some Farah nut's going to pay like $5,000 for it. And I put it on, and I was like, oh God, it looks really good. And it's like way better in person than the photos were. And I just got it on the bracelet. I've been wearing it on a NATO strap for about a month.
Oh, nice.
And
so you didn't just pick it up tonight. You've been wearing it and enjoying it.
I ordered mine. Again, I think the mints all got delivered.
Oh, sick.
Because I bought this maybe in August or September, or maybe before. I don't even know. But it took them months to build. And it was like, hey, your watch is being delivered next month or next week. And I dig it, man. I just think it looks super sharp, and it's very legible.
Absolutely.
I like that it doesn't have a date. It makes it easy to set. You know what I mean?
Especially if you have a big rotation of watches, it's always nice.
It's embarrassing how many watches I have, and they all have dates, and they're horrible. And I'm just setting them, and I hate watch winders, and so it's killer.
Well, thank you so much. Huge
Absolutely.
fan. You're amazing.
Well, I don't know that,
I'm
but
sure everybody who watches my channel probably is already subscribed to every facet of every piece of media that you put out there.
Well, you probably know I'm on Matt's podcast all the time, but also Spike's Car Radio. That's where you got to listen to Spike's Car Radio.
Absolutely. We'll check that out. I'll leave a link in the description.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we do a lot of watch talk.
All right,
on
cool,
Spike's.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, here we are with Max from WatchCrunch fame. Do people just call you Watch or Crunch by accident sometimes?
Crunchy Max will do.
Crunchy Max, nice, nice.
The Captain Crunch.
Absolutely. Quick wristwatch check. What are you rocking today?
I got the Grand Seiko SB GW277, I think.
Beautiful, beautiful.
37 millimeters with the green dial.
And beautifully paired with, of course, some nice bracelet there that everybody's been drooling over and has been back ordered through a lot of outlets for many years.
Bracelet. So. The one Grand Seiko bracelet I actually don't mind.
Absolutely. So, hey, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Well, it was an offer I couldn't refuse. We're working with Nodus on some collaborations. Wink, wink. and they were like, come down, meet Matt Farah, look at some cool cars, and I grew up as a car guy. So yeah, it was nice, and we did a little podcast with Matt. Yeah, can't complain.
Nice. And actually, congrats on the Jack Mason collab.
Thank you.
That was really cool. The colors, you know, it was one of those things. It's very drink related, but also very on brand for you guys. I thought that was cool.
It was really fun. The process was pretty painstaking, and I think I'm glad that Peter and I are still friends after the process. But yeah, we're really happy and we're looking forward to the next one.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Obviously, keep doing what you're doing on WatchCrunch,
you too, man.
The app, and as well as the YouTube channel.
Check out
you
the
guys
app.
are always killing it.
Check out the Zero Pass strap.
Absolutely.
And you keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Tell us a little bit about Under the Cuff.
Okay, so Under the Cuff was started in 2020 as a lockdown project, and here we are 3 and a bit years later at Westside Collector Car Storage with Matt Farah. And the reason that link is pertinent is that Matt Farah and the Smoking Tire was the first brand that I reached out to help publicize the watch. I emailed Matt and said, "Are you interested in some watch straps?" He said, "Yeah, send some over." So I sent some straps over. He took some photos on Instagram. That pretty much launched the business as it is now, and the rest is history.
Actually, he got you guys on my radar.
Yeah, that's right.
When I saw the hardware on your guys' the strap you guys are using for the Canyon Special Edition, I was actually super impressed. And that's one of those like little things where it's like it's not a red flag, it's a green flag. When you see the details and those little things here and there that really an enthusiast eye will capture, but maybe an entrepreneur might overlook.
So the brushed and polished facets on this watch go really nicely with the brushed and polished facets of the watch itself. I don't know if you'll be able to catch that or not.
Yeah, that looks great.
That was all part of the design. When Matt was choosing which strap to use for that, he initially wanted a lighter grey one like this, but I think when we put them side by side, the darker grey colour does make
it's almost like an Admiralty grey. That looks really good.
It is Admiralty dial, Admiralty colour, Admiralty grey rather. Anyway, so I'm really happy to be here representing Under the Cuff and supplying the Nodus brand with their watch straps for this project on the Canyon, and long may it last, hopefully with some more projects in the future.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. We'll definitely leave some links down in the description if you guys want to know more about Under the Cuff. Smartly can also be abbreviated to UTC, which I thought was really a nice touch. Hey,
UTC on the shoes. Yeah.
Hey, it's me again.
Yes.
You're always finding me and making me talk. So
yes, that's true.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
At least I didn't interrupt your drink this time. All lies.
Anyways,
all right.
What's up?
Hey, I was actually hoping you could tell me about an exciting new release that's coming this way that maybe hasn't got a lot of coverage just yet.
Yeah.
For the viewers here.
So the past few months we've been teasing this watch right here. If you've been following Nodus for a while, you may know this model. It's called the Contrail. So this will be the 3rd iteration, and it's coming out April of this year. We've had 2 previous iterations of this watch, and they've all been 3-handers with 12-hour bezels. But with the release of the new 9075 Miyota GMT movement, we decided to use that and turn this Contrail into a true GMT traveler's watch instead of using just a 12-hour bezel with the 3-hand movement.
Absolutely, man, this thing is killer. Actually, my son is wearing an old Contrail today.
Yes.
It's just a 3-hander with no bezel.
So maybe
old days.
You could show the difference.
Yes.
You could see the lineage and how it traces back to the very first generation. The aesthetic, but this version has the bezel, sapphire inlay, two-tone, with the full loomed white portion of the bezel.
Yeah, I love the complexity in the case there, and just the, you guys are really good with proportions. You know, it definitely is giving me, what's the diameter on this one?
That one's 40.5 bezel.
40.5.
And then, so with our first release of this watch, we're going to have a black dial and a white dial. So here's the white dial variant.
Very cool.
So it's got the little blue accent on there.
Okay, all right.
So, you know, black and white, very simple.
Yeah, no, I dig
it's
that.
Something for everyone.
Looks great, man. And these going to be dropping.
We're aiming for April.
Nice. It's still got the knurled crown.
Yes.
I see that.
Yeah.
Definitely stayed there with that design language to carry over. So, no, these are great, man. Really happy to get an early eyes on those because they are definitely very cool. And I know you guys always have the problem of bringing back stuff people love versus making more runs of stuff people currently are buying. So that's a tough balance, first world problems to have, and
I know,
you know, couldn't happen to a better group of guys. So congrats on that.
Thanks for coming by as always.
Right.
Like,
thank you, sir.
I love seeing you at these events.
Hey.
We always have a good conversation.
Yeah. Did you notice the? Actually, no. I think I showed you, right. The watch I'm wearing is your guys' first watch. Let me
back from 2017. So.
Back in the day. This one hasn't come back, but eventually it might.
That's a blast from the past, man.
Maybe that'll be the Average Bros collab in the future at the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
We'll do like a maxi version with crazy colors.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks, Mark.